So in this video, I'm going to take my PVC camera mount and I'm going to heat it up and mold it to the correct shape for the DJI Pocket 2 so I can use that on it. And then I'm going to mount some lights to it. So let's get it done. So this is my PVC pipe camera mount, and it's got two holes. One of them is for the Smart Tree power stick, which is going to supply power, and the other one is for my DJI Pocket 2. Now I have cut this to the shape of the DJI Pocket 2. It's a little crude, but it's a correct shape, and this will not fit in that hole. So I'm going to show you how I made that fit. I don't have a heating gun, so at the moment I'm just going to use a hair dryer, and I'm going to turn it all the way to hot. So I'm going to heat this up, but it's going to take a few minutes. So we'll just go to the end after about 5 minutes. You can see it's slowly getting squishy. Now I'm going to see if I can get this to go in here.
The last time I did this with a PVC pipe, I did it in the summertime when it was like 90 degrees outside, and it really got hot and flexible fairly quick, but not so much in the middle of winter. I kept heating this up, and then every now and then it was hot enough that I actually got a washcloth to protect my hands and squeezing it flush. And I just kept working it over probably a 10-minute period, and ended up with a nice square hole.
And there you have it, a square hole. It is ready for the camera to go in. So the next thing I want to do is put a mark for the charging port, so that way I can use a Smart Tree charging stick. And this fits in, and it will slide all the way until it's up to the end. I'll drill a pilot hole, and then a larger hole, and finally finish it off with a hole that should be big enough to fit the power cord through. Straight down with it.
You could probably do this with just the larger drill bit, but it's a lot harder to get the hole exactly where you want it with a large drill bit. It's easier to step it up. It's also a lot easier to enlarge the hole with a larger drill bit, sort of working it around like that.
And we know the power fits through there nicely. So we've come a long ways. We've got this square which fits the DJI Pocket 2. We've got a hole cut out so I can power and run it right in there. Now the next thing to do would be to add some mounts for some light bars on here. One of the problems I have when the overhead light is on is that it casts a shadow down. You can see the work area is a little dirty with the shavings, but if I were to turn on the overhead light, I've got a shadow of the bar, and I've got a shadow of the power stick, and I have a shadow of the DJI Pocket 2. One of the reasons I had purchased these lights is because they are small and the way they mount. I should be able to mount these to a screw. I can attach one of these and then screw that into it, which should be able to let me adjust it, angle it, turn it whichever way I want to. That makes sense? So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to screw this through on each end. And if I've got it on the end, I should be able to angle it to or out just by using this, and up or down. I should be able to add whatever kind of light I want to. So how about if we drill 2 holes through the corner piece?
Do this one the same way. I'll put in a small bit and start the hole where I want it, and then go to a larger bit for the screw.
I'll put a little bit bigger drill bit in there. I've got a stainless steel washer on there. Another stainless steel washer. And a nut. So I finished tightening this up. You got a screw, a washer, and then a nut. And now I can take this universal swivel and I can screw it onto here. Now I can take the light and screw it on. I could aim it wherever I want and just tighten it up. And I have done the same thing at the other end and put the light on. So the best part about this light I got is it's got a USB port, and the lights are powered by USB ports. So I can plug it up and I can use the battery pack as a light for that. And if I wanted to use this work light, I certainly could. And the same filters that went onto that easily fit onto this work light. So if I wanted to add some yellow or some color, I could easily do that. So one of the nice features about the DJI Pocket 2 is you can use your phone as a monitor. So I can see what's happening. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to drill through, attach my screw, all I've got now is lock washers. So I'm going to put a lock washer on there. Use my Allen wrench to get it the rest of the way. There we go. And I can do this one of 2 ways. I can take this and screw it on. Put my phone in here.
To make sure these screws work with the camera equipment, they're all 1/4 mil screws.
I could do it like that. I'd probably be better off using one of these. I ordered these the other day, and they're meant to make your own straps. Wire tie these down.
These are Velcro straps that you can make to any length. And I will use a couple of these around this pipe to help hold the wires in place so they're not drooping down or in my way.
I've ordered a external UBS expander, so I can plug a UBS port in and have like 6 UBS ports to plug in. So I can run everything off to one side and just use my shop battery and keep everything on the table, which will eliminate all the wires running across the counters. But there you go. Now you can see I've got the stand. I've got a place for my DJI Pocket 2. I can give it power so it'll go for a long time. I've got a holder for the Smart Tree power stick. I've got a spot I can use my phone as a monitor so I can see what the camera's seeing and see what my hands are doing. And those lights are bright, but they're really going to light up that area. Okay guys, I am now sitting at a chair at the table. And I can see what I'm doing. I can look at my parts. I can hold them. And you guys can see them too. And this is what happens when I turn on my 2 lights I just mounted. I think ultimately the thing to do would be to put a sheet of paper down. I've still got a lot more room on this bar to add another light. And I might add a 3rd light that shines straight down. So this is an Iron Man project I've been working on. It's a metal earth model. The pieces are flat. You just bend them to shape and crimp them together. It's not as easy as it sounds. But I've got quite a few of these. I've got a few Star Wars to do. And I've got quite a few that I've already done. If you're interested in watching me do this or Legos, put a comment in. Let me know. Alright, this is going to wrap it up for me. You got a good walk around, so now you can see exactly what I'm talking about. It's going to work out just fine. So, like always, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And look at those playlists. You'll find something you like.